Hey everybody, Zach with Wilcox Nursery here to help you prune real Florida. And today we're looking at a quick guide and quick instructions to making proper pruning cuts in the landscape, specifically on some of your shrubby material. So not necessarily something that can be replicated to a large tree, but certainly on your smaller shrubs and wildflowers and herbaceous material. So couple things we're going to learn today. We're only going to be working with our bypass pruners, which have a cutting edge and a crushing edge. Very important to know the difference. So the cutting edge is the side the actual blade is on. You're going to want to make sure you're always working with a nice sharp blade. And that crushing edge is the flat edge. It has no sharpness to it whatsoever. The cutting edge just works against that to make the cut. So these are bypass pruners, generally come in 3/4 inch, 1 inch, or 1 1/4 inch size. Moving up from there, you start getting into loppers and then into saws. So typically for what we're going to be going over today, just need your standard bypass pruners, maybe a holster to carry those around in the landscape. The next thing, a little bit of quick plant anatomy. So if you'll step closer and take a look here with me, we're looking at a beautyberry here, which is beginning its spring flush of growth, which is a really great time to take a look at plant nodes. And what I mean when I say plant nodes is where new growth each year or during times growing times of the year, plants are going to push out new leaves and new stems. Generally, you can see them just above a previous stem or leaf. You see that little tiny node right there. They begin to become more prominent as they grow out. And then if we look down here, you can see where they really start to flush out there and it'll become this nice, beautiful, it's going to become a new stem. So these are nodes, plant nodes. They're important because when we're pruning, we typically want to prune back or just above a node. Otherwise, pruning very far away from it, you get that long, dead stick because nothing's going to happen there. So the closer you get to that node without cutting the node, the more full and dense your plant will look without a bunch of dead sticks on it. So to make our pruning cuts, we're always going to have the sharpened side of the pruners against the plant that the part of the plant that we want to keep. Reason being, I'll show you in just a minute, but we make a nice clean cut that way. We're doing about a 45-degree angle. The 45-degree angle is debatable whether that's important or not. The idea is that any any juices from the plant, the phloem and whatnot coming out will drip off and away from the plant and not sit there and collect bacteria, mold, any pests or diseases. So that's really the whole idea there. Not always the most crucial thing. Conversely, if I hold the shears, the pruners in a way where the crushing edge is against the plant, we get more tearing along the plant, as we can see here. It crushes, it tears it. It just makes a less clean cut. That can, on certain species, potentially open up disease or pests to come in and work on that because it's just more damage to the plant. It can shred the bark. So just something to be a little cautious of. Not always detrimental to the plant. But 45-degree angle, cutting edge against the plant, and and right above the node, you can see here, right above the node. Now, conversely, if I cut just below the node, my next bit of growth is coming out here, and I'm going to have this inch-long dead stick. Nothing will happen with this. The new growth is going to come from these nodes. So I'm going to go right down there as close to the nodes as I can without cutting them, make that slight 45-degree or angled cut, and our new growth will emerge right from there. So anytime you're doing pruning, it's going to tell the plant to respond with new growth. It's like getting, a part of it's being cut off, so it needs to push new growth out in order to continue to photosynthesize and feed itself. So that's the natural response. So with that, pruning generally March or end of February through October is best. You can do light pruning other times of the year, but generally not great, especially if we are in colder areas where that cut simulating new growth can get damaged by cold weather. So there you have it. Very quick, very easy way to get out there and start pruning. 45-degree cut, cutting edge against the plant, the side of the plant you're going to keep, and right above a node. All right, everybody. That's pruning basics. Thanks for watching. Let Florida thrive.